Hi guys and welcome back to my new video. Okay, I know, this is probably the first time that you hear my voice at first, and second guys, I know, this is the first time you see me not kill anybody in a video. Okay, today we're going to talk about Assassin's Creed Origins. We're going to see many clips, all these are taken by myself, and this is okay. Okay, now guys, I just created many points that I want to talk about, so we can just start from the beginning. The first one, guys, the word. I mean, okay, I know that this first clip is not about the word in general, but it's like how the word is created and how we can see. I mean, in this moment, how Bayek takes all the knives in his hand, but it's okay. But we can also see the environment, the pyramids, person who just walk in the shadows, obviously, but person who just walk in the desert, and obviously many birds in the air. This okay. I mean, this is the first point, and I want to talk about many things, and I can say this because I have all of them right, so it's like they are 20 near. Okay, but this is everything. Okay, for the second, I want to talk about NPCs. In this moment, guys, you are going to see like a clip for about the story. I mean, this is everything okay, but in general, how the story acts is very near with the NPCs and how they react, obviously. Because the NPC, I mean, I found that in this game, the NPCs, when they see Bayek, is similar to how they react to the new protagonists in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Because we saw that in Assassin's Creed Shadows, they are like, oh my god, this is samurai, this is giant, wow. In this game, I know that when they see Bayek, they recognize him for being a magi. Not in every city, I know, but in some of them, they are like, oh my god, you are a Bayek, you're that magi. For example, in Siwa, where you come at first time, they are like, oh my god, Bayek is back, the magi, and everything like this. You can understand this. For the number 3, we got environment. I mean, for the environment, I talk about before when I talked about the world in general, how they created this world and how they built it. This is okay because in this time we are just seeing a clip from Alexandria, and I mean, guys, it's very beautiful. I mean, this is not like my 4th playthrough, if I remember well, but it can be like the 6th easily. And I mean, every time that I walk in general in a city, for example in Alexandria or many one, I'm always like, oh my god, this is beautiful. For example, I didn't record it, but like yesterday when I tried to create many clips for this video, I saw at the theater some people that were trying to create a choreography. I was like, oh my god, because I mean, guys, I studied the history of theater, and I was like, oh my god, I studied it. It was like pretty solid and pretty good to see. I mean, you're going to see a clip of Bayakanaya, but it's okay. Okay, next for the 4th point, the side guests and activities. This time we're going to see probably one of the activities, if I'm not wrong, like a second a missionary secondary mission, sorry. And yeah, I mean, there are a lot of them. We can talk about this while talking about grinding, because guys, grinding, we all know that in Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, it's pretty similar. The point for me is that in Origins you have many tasks, and these tasks for example this one you're going to see, are pretty solid. There are always something to talk about because they are solid. They just talk about something that you saw in the story missions, always like this. And I mean, guys, the side characters are very great in this game. I mean, I know that probably you can't remember all of them, but sometimes you're like, okay, Apollodorus, this was a great character, or many things like this. It's okay, you will know this. Okay, and now I was just trying to start this task, but it's okay. As you can see, in general, the menu, I really like this because it's pretty solid, because it's pretty simple. I mean, guys, you just have outfits, the weapons, bows, shields, horses, magnetic this. It's pretty solid for me, but you can always like this and don't like this. It's pretty good. I mean, okay, now for the fifth point we have fortress. I'm going to infiltrate into a fortress. I mean, this is not going to be very well because I didn't know that I needed to go really in the middle of it. So I tried to be as stealthy as possible, but it didn't work. So you're going to see at first an activity here because I was attacked by many guards, but I don't know really why. Probably because I just taught one with my horse and then they attacked me, but it's okay, we can just skip this part. Okay, now I can just restart. Okay, I mean, there we are. This fortress in general, okay, I mean, okay, it can be pretty pretty difficult because it's very big. There are many guards. Okay, but the point was that, okay man, but I got just a little problem because I needed to go really in the middle of it. So I was like, goddamn. And yeah, I didn't do it because I'm going to show that because when I went in, I just got spotted in the first time I go on the walls. But it's okay. Okay, now we are going to talk about something else, and yeah, you are going to see my last clip, my last stealth clip. But we're going to talk about guards. I mean, guys, the AI for guards in this game are pretty solid. I mean, okay, I know that I'm going to just repeat myself many times with the word solid, but I mean, in Assassin's Creed Mirage, I tried it. Okay, I tried it not because I bought it. I tried it because I just tried to the Ubisoft Plus like 2 months ago, and it was like, okay, it's pretty good. I mean, when you see the stealth clips, you're like, oh my god, this is pretty fun to play. But when you play it, you're like, oh my god. I mean, that was my reaction. I didn't like it. But the AI of guards are like, what the fuck is going on, man? Nobody's going to see you. You don't need to be skillful. You just need to be okay. Guys, you have to say this because it's not like, oh my god, I'm pretty good at Mirage because I don't get spotted. No, man, it just guards there are pretty easy to beat. In this game, I mean, this time I was trying to just play I was just trying to play like in the easy mode because I didn't want to like stay there and try to try hard in Assassin's Creed one more time. I mean, but when you play it in the hardcore mode, you're going to see how the NPCs or in general how they work, because they can spot you many times, and they are always like, oh my god, man, how they are like Terminator, because they can see you like every time. But it's pretty solid if you want to if you want to go stealth this game or something like that. It's pretty solid. I mean, for me, I mean, I loved it, but it's okay. Like this time, I didn't know that that they were there because I saw them down and I was like, okay, I saw them down, it's okay. Now I just messed up, so I needed to do this quest. And I was like, okay, let's use just my smoke bombs and just go. But this was very okay because now I got a guard that was trying to kill me. The bow at my left, right, left. It was my left. Okay, okay, okay. Now we talk. Now, okay, guys. So, and the stealth. I mean, you have seen the stealth. You know that we have many gadgets. Not like, and in this time we're going to talk about the differences because I mean, Assassin's Creed Mirage has many, as many objectives that you can use in stealth, and unfortunately, Assassin's Creed Origins don't have it. But it's pretty solid because the one you got are like, okay, because guys, you have the sleeping darts, the venomous darts, the fire the fire darts, and then you have the smoke bombs. I mean, the smoke bombs are not very useful because you can just throw them at your feet, but I know that there are many modes that you can use for trying to use them as more as possible, like in like throwing them or something like this. Unfortunately, I play by PlayStation, so I'm not going to use any modes, unfortunately. But okay, okay, this is not a very point because I mean, if you use them in the correct way, you can use like a normal smoke bomb in every Assassin's Creed. I mean, okay. Okay, now for the 8th point we have combat. I mean, you saw a part of it when I got attacked. But today, I mean, now we're going to see more. But sometimes, I mean, especially when you try to use um, um, a stealth approach, you're going to use you aren't going to use much the weapon in general, but you can always just go and kill anybody with a sword or in general anything else, you axes, um, everything else. And I mean, guys, Mike is a pretty good character that can just this like the same one, because I really love this, but the problem was in the last part of the story. This is all it. At 12 we got the DLCs. I didn't took any of the DLCs clips that I made when I played like for the second times, but it's okay. I mean, we got two DLCs for Assassin's Creed Origins. The first one that was about the either ones, where I took my name. That I really love this because it's like Assassin's Creed Origins Part 2. It was like the sequel that we never got at first. And the second was like the. I didn't remember that. It's like something with the Pharaoh. I mean, that was pretty good at artistically talking because, I mean, guys, when you look at that word, you're like, oh my god, this is pretty stunning. The problem was at first I destroyed because it was like, okay, pretty good, but 7 out of 10. And then it was for bosses. I mean, guys, it was pretty difficult. Obviously, if you just play it in nightmare mode, it's like I don't want to say it, but in a certain time it's like playing in Elden Ring, in the shadow of the Earth Tree. I mean, guys, in a certain way, that DLC was similar, and it was like, oh my god, okay. And 13, I was going to talk about the difficulties, but you always say this, you always saw this. You're going to see this too, because in this run, I started with the nightmare mode. Yeah, now I changed a little bit the outfit. I mean, guys, in this first part, you see some parkour moves that you can't do with Bayek anymore. And I'm like, bro, what? I mean, this one, you're not going to see this anymore. I don't know why, but it's okay. At 14 we got the possibilities, because I talked about before, when you just go to a fortress, you can just decide, because if you want to be stealth, you can be stealth and be a ghost or an assassin without bows. If you want to be a magi, you can just go and kill anybody with your sword. And if you want to be a magi that can be assassin, you can just play as usual. I mean, you can use all of your gadgets, bows. You can just kill somebody with his sword. I mean, this is like something that you really use, and it's okay for me. I mean, but it's okay. Now we can just talk about the number 50th. I mean, guys, I thought that I was going to create a real long video, but it's pretty solid. I mean, it's okay for you and for me. Okay, now we're going to talk about the protagonist, and then with side characters. Side characters. This is not a good word that I used, but it's okay. Guys, when we are going to talk about the protagonist, we're going to talk about Bayek of Siwa. I mean, Bayek of Siwa, it's one of my favorite protagonists in the series, because, guys, at first it's like Ezio, but it's different, because with Ezio we just saw how he born and how he died with Embers. In Assassin's Creed Origins, we saw the bike journeys that just started, and then this was like, okay, now you're going to know why Bayek is like this, and you're going to just see everything from his point of view. This was okay. I mean, you just saw me die, but okay. Now Bayek and Epsefa is like his best friend. This is spoiler warning because in the last missions, Etsafa is going to die, but sorry for this. It was a pretty solid character. I mean, for these few hours at first. Unfortunately, when I played it for the first time, when I saw him die, I was like, who is Etsafa? I didn't remember him. But it's okay, guys. I was like, huh? Okay, I understand it. But it's okay, guys. Now I just really okay, understand it, and it's not a problem. But this was like a pretty good side character for me, guys. And we can just talk about Aya, because technically Aya is like a protagonist, but in some mission it can be just a secondary character, and she's pretty good. I mean, she for me deserves she's own game, like a continue for Assassin's Creed Origins, because we all know that after the events of the two DLCs, like is just going to stay in the Egypt, and Aya is going, or Amunet is going to stay at Rome in Italy. So you can just, Ubisoft could have just created more games about them, but it's okay, it's not a problem. I mean, I really just love this, but maybe in the future they will do something about it. Okay, now we have to talk about something else. Yeah, we have to talk about the build of character. I mean, guys, you are going to see the first hour, like the first half of the game. I'm just showing some images because I have to show you the parkour. I'm just leaving the parkour, guys, just because I can talk about the skill tree in a pretty easy way. I mean, we have 3 parts of the skill tree. These parts are like the warrior, the stealth, and obviously the bows. So we have these 3 parts, and then you can just use them and customize your character, because you can just want to be stealth, you can just focus it on one of these skill tree. It's pretty solid, I like this, but when you complete it all, I just prefer that were like many points that you could use for your character, for being like more stealthier or something like this, but it's okay. Now we have to talk about the different run. I already talked about it before, but you can always be a ghost, magi, you can act like Bayek would, or many things. But in general, every time I play Assassin's Creed Origins, I try to be different for the story. I mean, just act differently. It just add more something else to the story and how you can complete it. But it's pretty good. I mean, I said that before, and I was going to say this, so it's pretty solid. Okay, now we have the last 2 points. There are the customizations and the parkour. Now we are going to just see the parkour. You see me just customize Bayek with many outfits, weapons, horses, many things like this. I mean, this is pretty solid. I just wish that they took the customization from Unity. It's okay, or just for Odyssey. And that customization was pretty solid. I really like this. I really like that. But I mean, yeah, I didn't like Unity in general, but it was pretty good with that point. With this moment, guys, I'm going to say bye, because the video ends here. I want to know, what do you think about Origins? If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you didn't like it. I was going to show you more about the story, but I just wanted to don't show it, because I was like, okay, but if someone didn't play the game, it's going to be spoiled. I was like, okay, so we can just try to act differently, but it's okay. So guys, thanks for the watching. If you just saw the video at this point, you can just comment below, leave a like, and just always subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys, and bye.